Ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, I want to welcome these two schools. Help me do that. Opoku Ware School and POJOBA Senior High School. At the end of this contest between these two schools, we will crown the 2019 Sharks. I'll let you introduce yourselves. We'll start with Opoku Ware School.
I'm Clifford Yeboah.
I'm Bernard Boating. I am Bess Magnantechi.
I'm Abdul Karim Abdurrahman.
POJOBA Senior High School.
Audi Steven Yao.
Cyril Ayataku. Dennis Abuaji. Ajay Frank Somor.
It's another great day in Africa.
Now, this is where it starts.
It's time to pass on my culture, to break new ground,
To make my name.
It's time to make a champion.
To make my mark.
It's time to fly. The great things you do tomorrow start with the small steps you take right now.
The time?
It's now.
Now.
Now,
The time is now.
It's time to take that step with Old Mutual.
For round number 1, each school will have a maximum of 2 minutes, 120 seconds, within which you answer a series of questions. Every question you answer correctly will attract a maximum of 10 points. If you answer a question wrong, no penalties will be deducted at this stage of the competition. You are equally free, if you deem so fit, to skip a question if you think you don't have the answers to that particular question and it's going to take you too much time to think through it. Questions you forfeit answering or questions you answer wrongly will not be transferred to your competing or opponents as bonus questions. So we shall start off with POJOBA Senior High School. I am ready when you are.
We are ready.
Your time starts now. Opoku Ware School. Question 1. Name the first female emerita professor in Ghana who is the immediate vice president of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. Dennis?
Professor Elizabeth Adaifio Shandov.
Emerita Professor Elizabeth Adaifio Shandov. That is correct for 10 points. Dash is the full name of the team member of Tiger IPI who recently was shot dead.
Ahmed
Yes.
Hussein Swali.
Ahmed Hussein Swale. That's correct for 10 points. Name this local artist who was nominated in 2018 for Viewers' Choice Best New International Award at the BET Awards. Yes,
Kwesi
Frank.
Kwesiata.
Kwesi Arthur is correct for 10 points. Which mining company has been reopened again by the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency? Yes, Dennis?
Anglo Gold Ashanti.
I'm not going to take that. 7th January is a public day. What do we celebrate on this day? Yes, Frank?
Constitutional Day.
The Constitution Day. On which day was the new Yana of Dabong enskinned? Yes, Dennis?
24th January 2019.
I am sorry, that answer is wrong. Name the minister, of the following sector. The lands and natural resources. Yes?
Honorable Kweku Asumachremi.
Asumachremi is correct for 10 points. The Minister of Local Government and Rural Development is... Yes?
Maybe Sawakumsin.
I'm sorry, that answer is not accurate. Opoku Ware School. Name the esteemed Ghanaian law professor who is the current president of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences. Yes, Clifford?
Professor Ababento.
Professor?
Ababento. Andam.
I am sorry, that answer is wrong. Question 2. Who is the investigative journalist who has just received the Maiden Award of International Sports Press Association Media Award?
Skip.
Yes, Skip. Okay. Which Ghanaian female artist was nominated in 2016 for the Best International Act Africa, the BET Awards? Yes.
Miss V.
Ms. V. Vera Homenukpadab, Ms. V is correct. Name the sector that this minister heads. Cynthia Morrison. Yes.
Children, Gender and Social Protection Ministry.
That's correct. The Ministry of Planning is headed by who? Yes.
Professor Jan Bafo.
Professor Yao Jambafo. That is correct for 10 points. Name the flag bearer aspirant of the NDC who is the current former chief executive of the National Health Insurance Authority.
Skip.
Skip. Who is the acting chief executive officer of the Petroleum Commission? Yes, Clifford.
Hassan Tampuli.
I am sorry, it's not Hassan Tampuli. Which day has been declared by the president to be celebrated as Founders Day?
21st September.
The answer is not 21st September. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end of round number 1. Please appreciate the end of round number 1. Opoku Ware School amasses a total of 30 points. 30 points, please put your hands together for them. And Pope John Senior High School has a total of 50 points. 50 points.
The best things here at Webster in terms of our academics are small classroom settings.
Allowing you to have that feel of just being alone with the teacher.
You get a glimpse of the world in a classroom.
The school is an inclusive school.
I can't think of a better place to study than Webster.
It's a place you could grow without doing much.
Not only do they make you feel like you can succeed, you know you can succeed.
We have a lot of interesting courses.
Socially, it's like a family.
It feels like family.
We have a lot of seminars by the students, and it gives you a lot of time to flourish and develop yourself.
We're diverse, and it's beautiful.
Everyone is very inclusive of everyone else.
Webster will not only change you, it will transform you as well.
Webster University is an American university with both full service and study abroad locations in the USA, Switzerland, Netherlands, Greece, China, the UK, Austria, Thailand, and Ghana.
Round 2. The rules of engagement. The questions are going to be read to both schools, one after the other. So you only race against the timekeeper. If you have the answer to the question on any of the clues, you are free to ring the bell. You get acknowledged, you provide the answer to the question. If the answer is correct, you have a maximum of 10 points. If not, you have a penalty of 5. If you choose not to answer a question, or the answer you provide to a question is wrong, we are free to transfer that question to the opposing school as a bonus question. And if they answer correctly, they have a maximum of 10 points. If not, there's a penalty of 5. May the best school win. We start off with Pope John Senior High School. Identify this island nation with its capital as Antananarivo. Yes, Dennis?
Madagascar.
The Republic of Madagascar. The Republic of Madagascar. Opoku Ware School. This river empties into the Mozambique Canal after forming the Victoria Falls near the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe. Yes?
River Zambezi.
The Zambezi River. What 3-word Latin term refers to a character or an event that improbably and suddenly fixes evens at the end of a dramatic plot? My bell is gone, so I'm going to have to go to Pope John Senior High School. You would as well not attempt it. What Paulina epistle declares, quote, "Love is patient, love is kind," unquote, describes becoming an adult and putting away childish things, and controversially instincts women to be silent in church. Yes, Cyril?
Corinthians.
I will accept Corinthians. The geometric mean of two numbers is this function taken on their product. For a 30, 60, 90 triangle, the length of the longer leg will be the length of the shorter leg times this fiction's value at 3. Name this function that is the inverse of squaring a number. Yes, Cyril?
The square root.
The square root. Opoku Ware School. The edge length of a cube is multiplied by what constant to find the length of the cube's space diagonal? Yes, Abdul Rauf?
Square root of 2.
The square root of 2. I'm sorry, I'm not going to have to accept that. I should go over to Pope Jones Senior High School, and they are out of sorts. The answer is the square root of 3. It is often found through techniques of expansion by minors, and the ratios of these are used to find solutions of a set of linear equations by Cramer's rule. A square matrix is invertible if this quantity is not 0 by 2 matrix ABCD equals AD minus BC. Yes, Abdul Rauf?
The adjoint. The determinant.
I'm going to have to deny this and give that, because that is exact. We have 30 seconds, if they so wish. The faces of a solid cube are painted, and the cube is subsequently broken into 27 equally sized cubes. What is the ratio of the painted to unpainted faces in the new set of cubes? Give your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. Yes, is this Stephen or Cyril who rang the bell?
0.25.
Opoku Ware School, yes? Okay. Yes, Cornelius?
1/3.
I am sorry, 1/3 is also wrong. The correct answer is 1/2. The height of a right cylinder is equal to its radius. What is the smallest possible length of the radius, given that the cylinder's surface area is an integer multiple of pi square units? My bell is gone. Opoku Ware forfeit the opportunity to get 10 points. I'm going to have to go to Pope Jones. And by the shake of heads, yes, Stephen, you have an answer? The bell is gone. The answer is 0.5, not the square root of 0.5. In a game of 100 points, A can give B 20 points and C 28 points. Then B can give C how many points exactly? Yes, was that Cyril or Frank? Or Stephen?
7/4.
I'm not sure that's correct. That's not correct. I'm going to have to go to Opoku Ware School. The correct answer is 10. Opoku Ware School. A runs 5/3 or 5/3 times as fast as B. If A gives B a start of 80 meters, how far must the winning post be so that A and B might reach it at the same time? My bell is gone. 200 is correct. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of round number 2. At the end of round number 2, ladies and gentlemen, Pope Jones Senior High School has 75 points. 75. Opoku Ware School at the end of round 2 has a total of 25 points. 25. Some love for Frank as cakes exit. And Joel, Joel replaces Frank. In round number 3, the rule of engagement is I'm going to read the questions to both schools. You select, you ring the bell if you have the answer to the question on any of the clues. If you answer correctly, you get 10 points. If not, you have a penalty of 5. The questions will be in the area of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This alkaline F element is responsible for the red color of fireworks. Yes, Cornelius?
Strontium.
The answer again?
Strontium.
Strontium is correct for 10 points. They can be distinguished from aldehydes using Tollens reagent. Yes, Cornelius?
Ketones.
Ketones! The most fundamental ketone is the chemical with formula CH3COC. Yes, Cornelius?
Ethanol.
I'm not going to take that, so I'll finish. It has the formula CH3COCH3. Yes, is that Cyril?
Methoxyethane.
I am sorry, I am not going to take that. Nobody knows for sure what the large oxyphil cells in these structures are supposed to do. For 10 points, name these endocrine glands in the neck. I had your bell first, Cornelius.
The thyroid gland.
What?
Thyroid gland.
I'm going to take that. The thyroid gland. This hormone causes bones, intestines, and kidney tubules to reabsorb. I had your bell first.
Antidiuretic hormone.
I'm not going to take that, so I will go to Opoku Ware and
Adrenaline.
I'm not going to take that as well, so you both lose 5 points. Both the actions of the thyroid and parathyroid glands are controlled by this master gland. I had Opoku Ware's bell first.
Pituitary gland.
Pardon?
Pituitary gland.
The pituitary to both schools. This quantity is equal to the time derivative of the angular momentum. For a rotating body, it is. I had your bell first. Pope Jones?
Torque.
The torque to both schools. John's first law relates this quantity to heat, time, and current squared. An unknown value for this quantity yes, Abdul Raoul?
Resistance.
I will take resistance. The internal and external of these veins carry blood from the brain and meet the subclavian vein. Venous pressure is often measured here to diagnose congestive heart failure. What's my bell? The jugular veins. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of round number 3. Round number 3. At the end of round number 3, the scores currently stand. Opoku Ware School, 100 points. Pope John Senior High School, 70 points.
The biggest factor in me deciding to attend Academic City was when I met the president of Academic City. When you meet a high caliber individual, you know that they're able to duplicate their success.
One of the things that I bring to the class isn't really mine at all. It's the students' creativity that they can bring, and I feel like it's very beneficial to them.
So far, I think that the staff are amazing. We have lecturers who are accessible both inside and outside classes.
At Academic City College, a world-class STEM program provides latitude, depth, and a platform for our students to rethink, recreate, and re-engineer the future.
Round 4. 4 disciplines: math, science, English, and general knowledge. I would prefer to have my math candidates first. In round number 4, for math, I'm going to read 2 questions to you. If you have the answer to any of the questions on any of the clues, you ring the bell, you get acknowledged, you provide the answer to the question. If it's right, you get maximum point of 10. If it's wrong, you have a penalty of 5. If you ring the bell, wait till you're acknowledged, and then you can provide the answer to the question. In a 100-meter race, A can beat B by 25 meters and B can beat C by 4 meters. In the same race, A can beat C by... I heard that bell first, so Cornelius?
29 meters.
I'm sorry, that answer is wrong. I heard your bell as well, Stephen.
32 meters.
I am sorry, that is also wrong. The correct answer is 28 meters. To both schools, a pump can fill a tank with water in 2 hours. Because of a leak, it took 2 hours. It took 1/3 hours to fill the tank. The leak can drain all the water in the tank in how many hours exactly? And then my bell goes. Bring up the candidates for science. The nature of these questions requires you to provide me an explanation to a phenomenon. So I would want as close an explanation to the phenomenon as is known in science as possible. Question 1. Why does burnt hair smell bad? And my bell is gone. Well, the reason burnt hair will smell bad is because it contains keratin. And the disulfide linkages will be broken. The sulfur atoms, when the hair is being burnt, will now be free to chemically combine with other elements that are present in protein and air, such as hydrogen and oxygen. The volatile sulfur compounds formed is what will then be responsible for the bad odor. Why is it easier to spray water to which soap has been added? Why is it easier? Clifford?
This is because when soap is added to water, the soap breaks down the surface tension of the water, and hence it increases the surface area of the water. Thereby, when spraying it, it's very easier to spray the soapy water than ordinary water.
I am going to give you. I have no other option. I have Dennis and I have Bismarck Nyantechi. You are answering questions in the area of general knowledge. He set up a great stone under an oak after taking leave of his followers and the reuse. He that waits on his master shall be honored is duly attributed to him. Another of his feet saw him make the moon stand still in the valley of... I heard your bell first, Dennis.
Gideon.
I am sorry, I had your bell too, so I'm not going to finish the clues. You have to answer the question.
Say, it's Gideon.
Another of his feet saw him make the moon stand still in the valley of Ajalon, so he could destroy the Ammonites' alliance in daylight. Question 2, both schools. Which airport remained as the world's busiest airport?
Heathrow Airport.
Yes, Dennis?
Heathrow Airport.
I am sorry, that's not right. You rang the bell, Nyantechi.
JFK Airport.
I am sorry, that is also wrong. And so I'll finish the clue and see if my audience have the answer. It's the world's busiest airport for international customer numbers. Can we have candidates for English to crown this up? In these series, you will be looking at both letter patterns and number patterns. Fill in the blank in the middle of the series or the end of the series. Here goes the series. SCD TEF UGH. Then you have ellipses. That's what you are filling in. Then the final in the series is WKL. Yes, Cyril?
VIJ.
VIJ is correct. Arrange the words given below in a meaningful sequence. 1. Police. 2. Punishment. 3. Crime. 4. Judge. 5. Judgment. Yes, Cyril?
Crime, punish, police, judge, judgment.
I am sorry, that sequence is wrong. Abdul Raouf.
We have crime, police, judge, judgment, and then punishment.
Fantastic. Fantastic. We have a victor. We have a winner. And so one school has a score of 105/95. The other school has a total score of 60 points. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the 2018-2019 academic competition, the Sharks, with 105 points, are the school. The school. Opoku Ware School from the Garden City of the Ashanti region, Kumasi. And so, ladies and gentlemen, all but too soon, the 2018-2019 edition of the Sharks academic competition comes to a close with the crowning of Opoku Ware School as champions, and second place going to the gallant men from the Eastern region representing Pope John Senior High School. Please put your hands together for them once again as they exit as winners of the 2018-2019 Sharks academic competition. My name is Patrick Stevenson, and thank you for staying on this journey with us until we meet next year for the next edition of the Sharks academic competition. Bless you.
My name is Jesse Kofiapo Akwa. I'm 16 years. I'm a student of Ghana Christian International High School.
My name is Mr. Eric Fosu. I'm a biology teacher at Ghana Christian International High School and a Sharks coach or a Sharks coordinator.
I'm Abdul Karim Abdurraouf, a student of Opoku Ware School, offering general science in the third year.
My name is Awudi Sidemeyahu. I'm from Pope John Senior High School Minor Seminary, Koforidua.
My name is Gerald Nelson from Artisanal College. I live in Cape Coast, the Central Region.
It wasn't easy. We were meeting almost every day last year, and we were preparing. Sometimes they were giving us handouts of stuff to memorize, ministers, heads of states, institutions, and it wasn't easy because I'm not a too and poor person. Like, I learn by understanding. That's why I like science so much. It's something you can understand.
This competition has revealed some strengths of our team that we didn't see before. It's amazing how you see science students answering questions from the field of general knowledge and English. It's very amazing. So I like the competition because it doesn't focus on just science and maths, but it inculcates other aspects of learning as well.
Our preparation, I would say, first of all, I'm not lying already. We weren't actually prepared for the fair. That is the preliminary stages and the quarterfinal stages. Because they gave us the letter, it was a late notice. They gave us the letter 2 weeks to the program, or probably lesser. And then we were in the class and we were told that we were going to do quiz for the school. It was like, damn it, how are we going to do this? Because as at that time, I didn't even know the Minister of Education. But here's the case, we're going to do a quiz that talks about general knowledge, STEM, English, and all those stuffs. But then, with God, we know that everything is possible.
Actually, when the sharks quiz came up, and I think our teacher confronted the team, like none of us were willing to partake. We thought it wasn't necessary. But in my school, I'm well known to be the best mathematics student, so they selected me to represent the school in terms of mathematics. And I must say that this competition has really boosted my morale to learn harder, because actually in my school I thought I'm the best in mathematics, but I came here and then I met this guy, so brilliant. I must commend him for that.
I would say we put our all into it because we actually skipped a lot of classes preparing for the Sharks quiz. And here's a case whereby almost half the team, the competitors for the Sharks quiz were also preparing for the independent school debates, myself included. So our time was quite torn. So we have to first 2 periods we are in class, then the rest of the day we are preparing for the Sharks quiz, and then the debates. And then since the Sharks quiz was way closer, we're spending more time on the Sharks.
I wasn't expecting them to win. I honestly thought that we would win this time too. And even if we didn't win, I thought we would at least come second. To be honest, I didn't expect to be beaten with such a margin. But I think it has taught us all something about humility and overconfidence. Because when we came here, we were really confident, saying we will bring the trophy back. And the JHS victory really boosted our morale.
Before we came for the semi-finals, we thought we were going to win the competition. Yes. Although we didn't underestimate any school, but things didn't go well for us today. I think during the finals we were leading comfortably, but when the third one began and the Opoku Ware guys got the first 3 questions, it put a lot of pressure on us. So we wanted to catch up, and because of that, we had certain minuses.
To be honest, we are very disappointed. But then, it's not a bad position because we still held up our school's motto, well primers, welcome primers, either the first or the first. But then here's the case whereby Addis-Ababa College is Addis-Ababa College, and we are always going for the first position. So we are hoping to redeem ourselves next year.
Being defending champions it was very exciting. That is, we won the first or the maiden edition of the Sharks competition. But then, migrating from that level to this pedestal has been quite sad, because we thought we could retain or defend the champions, as you called us. But we had to let go of it because of 1 or 2 issues. Yes.
This competition has made me learn so much. At the end of the day, you will see that things that I thought I knew, things that I thought I had so much knowledge about, this competition told me, go the extra mile, just dig deeper into the hole. You're going to find more, because there are more to what you think you know. Nobody can be 100%.
Yes, I was in the audience and I watched my competitors or our contestants, and I realized that they were overpoised. We came with the mindset to win and overwin it, and so the adrenaline was very high in them, and I think that propelled them to sometimes not take their time in answering the questions, some of the questions. I think that if they took their time, they could have gotten it. I know at a certain level of the contest, it's about speed, but speed without direction is also something that amounts to nothing. And so I saw that they were overpoised, they were just too ready for action, and that's led to their bane.
I feel like this has been a great opportunity for me to test myself and to push myself beyond my limits.
Technically, there is no highlight because the whole competition is a highlight. You're always engaged in every single stage of the competition, every single part of it.
It's very difficult to say that one moment was a highlight, but I think the highlight for me was when Jesse, a candidate from our squad, was going for the awards. It was consolating. Yes, so though we didn't win the overall contest, he going for some awards brought us some joy, and to be his biology teacher, I'm excited about that.
Since we are planning on actually being in this competition, like the National Science and Math Quiz, we have actually, when we're training, we invited the juniors, as in Form 2s and Form 1s, to watch us and help us train. So though we even have an idea about it, had it not been that the Form 2s are not supposed to be in school, they would have also come with us for the competition, just like last year, because we actually want it to be something like a tradition for us to be part of the Sharks Quiz competitions.
As I said, at the end of somewhere in October, I would say, I never knew who was the education minister. I was so insensitive about the world around me, like so dumb. I never knew who was who and who was doing in my own country. So this quiz actually helped me, and then it helped me learn a whole lot of stuff about my country.
Okay, the Sharks competition is very educative, and I'm praying that they'll get lots of sponsors the upcoming years. And I'm quite sure that next year we are going to win, because our key player will be here next year.
It gives everybody a chance to become a quiz boy and then to be exposed to the country. You give a chance to tell the world that you are there, that you are somebody who can do something.
I hope that sponsors will come in more and the competition will go higher. I'll be very happy to learn in the next few years that it becomes an international competition, and it's not just Africa. Like I heard that a school from Nigeria wanted to contest, but I hope it goes onto the global scene.